Cheers, legends. Sammy from Short and Stout Beer Reviews. We've got some more mountain culture. This is a double New England IPA at 8.4% called Devil May Care. Pretty cool artwork. The devil's just chilling in the garden. So, yeah, apparently this is their largest ever dry hop beer. It's got Raquel, Galaxy, and Mosaic. So, yeah, you've got a Kiwi hop, an Australian, and American. I have had this before. I think I had 2 cans of it. So, yeah, I'll save one for review. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Bit of a spontaneous review, this one. I've got a big weekend ahead, and I ended up falling asleep pretty early last night. So I was like, oh, I want to do this beer before the weekend. So it's a morning review for me. So cheers to our peeps in the chat. We got Paul, Jimmy, and Adam. Good to see you, boys. So I've already poured it in the glass just for the photo. Colours off as usual in the camera. It's actually a real bright orange. It's about probably a 3-finger head. Very, very hazy. Carbonation's pretty light. It's got that like sort of full body look to it. Cheers, Craig, and cheers, Buddy, and cheers, Ghost. Good to see you all. So we'll go with, shall we? Oh, hang on, my phone's going off. There we go. So you're getting a huge grapefruit. There's some apricot there. Maybe some passion fruit. Smells really, really juicy. It's just got that huge hop saturation. I reckon there's some orange and lemon as well. It leans more citrus, but yeah, the stone fruit's pretty big. There might be like a touch of like your sweet peach. It's got like a sort of bready, biscuity backbone. Maybe a touch of pine. But yeah, it's mainly about the citrus fruit, this one. I'm going in. Has anyone new joined? Still the same old ones. Cheers, boys. It's got like a luscious full body. So complex. Yeah, if you're a citrus boy, you'd love this beer. It's got like that tangerine, orange, lemon, grapefruit, like sweet and pithy. There's a little grassy edge to it as well. I wouldn't mind trying some more sort of Raquel single hop beers just to get to know the hop a bit better. I think most of the time I've had them, it sort of leans more stone fruit. But yeah, let's bring up some comments, shall we? What's everyone up to? Yeah, hashtag you're late. I'm always late. I think that's the beauty of going live all the time, though. You're always going to be pacing around. Yeah. Cool, dude. Good to see you, Jimmy. Miss you, brother. Hope all's well, dude. Yeah. He's a bit like me. Oh, cool, dude. Hopefully I'll see you for a beer if you're about. I'm going away. I'm going away for a drink in the city, but I'm only going to be gone from Saturday morning through till Sunday morning. So I might be about before, as in like when all the English streams are sort of live Friday night, and then I'll be about sort of for your Saturday night and that as well. Plus, I'm on night shift next week, so yeah, it's a good weekend to go away actually, because I finish work today at 2 o'clock and then don't go back till Monday night. Cheers, you mongrel. Good to see you, Ghost. It's always funny with the Aussie insults. Yeah, dude. Very early morning. I got up. I went to bed really early last night. I was just so knackered, and yeah, I woke up at 3:30 a.m. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going to do a beer review, and I'm going to cook an epic breakfast. Cheers, Craig, brother. Hope you're well, dude. Hopefully we catch up for another beer soon. Oh, cool. Yeah, I'm hoping to get some barbecue on the weekend. See what happens. Everyone's saying hello to each other, feeling the love. Chugged 2 moose heads already. Good old Canadian beer. Yeah, when I get that sweet peach, it reminds me of like your peach iced tea. I'm not really an iced tea drinker, but yeah, when I've had them, it seems to be a popular trait. The old peach ones. Yeah, Ghost is in Georgia. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I better get back to the beer. So many comments. Good to see plenty of people around. Maybe this is a new time that I should go live. Nah, this is a ridiculous time for me. It's probably the worst, depending on what shift I'm on. So yeah, for breakfast, I'm going to make. I've got my own version of a McMuffin. I call it the McSmalley, and it's like your English muffins with a shitload of bacon, egg, cheese, and like normally a hot sauce. Sometimes I'll go a little tomato, but yeah, it's all about the hot sauce. I sent a photo of him to Drew from Miscellaneous the other day because, yeah, obviously he is like a chef or in that industry anyway, and yeah, he was like quite impressed. Yes. I just can't get over the huge complex like notes in this beer. See, when MC are doing their like big doubles like this is where it's at. This is fucking awesome, this beer. It's just so in your face. Like, you know how quite often to introduce people to beers, especially like IPAs, you'd get them into a hazy rather than a West Coast. But a beer like this would be too intense for someone with like a new palate. Wouldn't be able to handle it. It's like, even though it's a hazy and it's juicy, it's very, very punchy and in your face. Like it's still got a little bit of bitterness to it. I've got some more beers coming from these guys. they've got some new technique going. Uh, some new hop. I don't know if it's like a American or a New Zealand thing, but it's another one of those new hop things, sort of like your Phantasm and all that shit. And yeah, whatever the beer is, it's been getting real high ratings. And they've got a new West Coast out, which I'm excited about because their big West Coasts are really good. Oh yeah, gold digging. Fuck yeah. Yeah, a lot of that goes on just north of me. Up in Ballarat. Ballarat's sort of it's like a country city, and it's known for its mining over the years. It's probably one of the main mine areas in Australia, like for gold back in the day. And yeah, at one stage, I think they said at one stage Ballarat used to have like 200 or 300 pubs in the one city. It's like fucking hell, that's insane. And it's just like a country city. Like there's probably, I don't know, maybe 100,000 people there. I'd feel like prospecting sort of stuff would be pretty popular on YouTube, wouldn't it? I just feel like it'd be, yeah, one of those. It's sort of niche, but I feel like, yeah, there'd be a lot of people into it. Dead to me. Oh yeah, cool. Hashtag Ice House, the beer, not the band. I've got a company in Melbourne, dude. They're called I've got the hat for them somewhere. It's called Matt's Hot Shop, and he's like a country lad. He apparently when he was a kid, like he used to always like get right into like veggie gardens and all that sort of stuff. Like his mum, he'd always be out in the garden with his mum and like coming up with creations with like vegetables and shit. And as he got older, he started like dabbling in like hot sauce and then just started making his own stuff just as a hobby. And then, yeah, all of a sudden it turned into like a business venture. And yeah, he's fucking killing it. Like pretty much any Melbourne food festival, he's always there. And he's got his own little store in a trendy area and you go in and taste them. And he has his own range. He's probably got about 10 of his own sauces. I've pretty much got all of them in the cupboard. But he also gets all your imported stuff, like all the hot ones stuff and heaps of shit just from different countries. So yeah, he's got a good little thing going. Yeah, and like he's obviously got online set up, so someone like me can just buy shit whenever I want. But yeah, I think most people would go into his store and sort of try it first. It's a cool little thing to have. And yeah, hot sauce and craft beer seems to go together. So quite often you'll see him at like beer events as well. So the one I've got this morning, I've got one called I think it's Peachango Tango. So it's a sauce with habanero and something else, but it's peach and mango as well. It's fucking awesome. There's a cherry one that's phenomenal, but the Reaper in it's a little too harsh. Um, yeah, and I like his Mexican inspired ones. They're really good. Cheers, Joey. I appreciate it, brother. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're well. Yeah, that's the thing. I it's always been a little catchphrase for me, so it's sort of fun. It'd be cool, yeah. Like if I got to that stage and I could start doing a little bit of merch, I'd definitely have something with like "dead to me" written on it. Cowbell. Yeah. When I said gold digger, I sort of thought, oh, someone's going to say something smart there. Dirtbag. That's another term I use normally for miscellaneous. The old Salem witches. Cheers, Ginger Yeti. Good to see you, brother. I don't know if you've popped up in one of my lives, but welcome to the madness, dude. This is just a spontaneous morning one for me. I had a beer I really wanted to drink before the weekend because I'm going away, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm doing a 4 a.m. beer review. So yeah, I'm going to cook a breakfast afterwards, and yeah, hope you're well, dude. And yeah, I was just about to watch your world's strongest beer video. I seen it pop up. I'm like, yes, I've been looking forward to this. I had Shane on a live the other day, just me and him hanging out for a while, and yeah, we were talking about how we're both keen to see that video. It's just going to be funny seeing your initial like tasting of it. Cheers, John, brother. Good to see you. Hope all's well. You're probably going live soon yourself, I'm guessing. Sisters of Satan. That's a good name for a metal band that's like all female based. That'd be fucking awesome. Yeah. So yeah, this beer is fucking awesome. Speaking of metal, old mate, he's just finished his set and he's relaxing in the garden. What does it say on on the back it says a flavour profile of, there you go. I said 2 out of the 3. Peaches, passion fruit, and papaya. I didn't get the papaya. It's definitely got that passion fruit touch from Galaxy, which is good because, yeah, I feel like Galaxy hasn't delivered the passion fruit of late. Ever since we had those fires and they wiped out the hop farms, it just hasn't been the same. So, what's on for everyone's weekend? The event I'm going to, it's at my favourite bar in Melbourne, and it's a Tasmanian brewery, and they just specialise in like sour and wild ales. And this place has got like sort of probably like 20 to 30 taps. So they're just going to have all of these guys' beers on, and you just go for your life as to what you want to drink. And then they're going to have a heap of takeaways and that as well. So I might bring back a big bomber and do a review. It'd be pretty cool. I have had the guys' beers in the past, but it was like years ago, and I remember being a fan. But yeah, it's just going to be interesting to see how they go. It's all about the sea level. That's a pretty good feat. I like that. Sammy pops up in the channels not to watch, channels to avoid. It's funny at work. We've had like when it comes to some of like the chemicals they use there, we've had like a transfer of a company, and one of the new chemicals is known as a void. It's like, why are we using a chemical that's called avoid? Fuck yeah. I'd be in for that. Yeah. Yeah, it's something I've always wanted to try, but whenever I've seen it, it's just been too expensive to get. I had one of Brewdog's sort of because Brewdog like dabbled in that shit for quite a while, and I had one of their sort of it was like a small bottle, and it was a similar thing but not as strong, like triple distilled or whatever they called. And, I think the one I had was about 30%, and I remember I got it at a bar, and I was on my way to an Arctic Monkeys concert. And just as I got to the venue, like the crowd was fucking fierce, and I wanted to get right up the front as you do. So I've just, I just got the bottle. Like it's probably about this big. I don't know. It would have been like 200 mil or something like that. It was pretty small because they recommend you only have a little bit of it, like even share one of those little bottles. And yeah, I've just pulled it out of my pocket and just fucking necked it just before I've gone into the venue. And then it was just no fucks given. Then I had general admission tickets, so I could pretty much down in the mosh pit or whatever you call it for a rock gig. And I've just gone straight up the front. I'm just like anyone that's in my way, you're fucking moving. And yeah, it was a pretty good night. Oh yeah. So talking of your life, you'd need a little like a cocoon, a thing like Bubble Boy of Seinfeld. Oh, so you've been to Melbourne, buddy? That's cool. Union Electric Bar and Rooftop. Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, I better wrap this up, boys. I got to go cook some breakfast. But yeah, this beer was fucking phenomenal. So yeah, very, very full bodied, smooth and creamy, huge hop saturation, like just punchy as flavor. Yeah, like as I said, passion fruit, huge citrus. It was like orange, grapefruit, lemon, like a tangerine sort of thing, and then it had a touch of stone fruit as well, little touch of pine. Yeah, like it was initially sort of sweet, like up front, then a bit of dryness and bitterness on the finish, and yeah, pretty intense for a hazy. Like as I said, an inexperienced palate, even though it's juicy, probably this would be too harsh for them. But yeah, people like us that are crafties, fucking brilliant stuff. I'd rate this pretty high. To be at least like a 4.6, 4.7. I'll say a 4.7 out of 5. Fucking good shit. So yeah, it was called Devil May Care, and it was known as a double New England IPA at 8.4% by the Great Mountain Culture that everyone knows that I love. So yeah, these guys are based in the Blue Mountains, which is west of Sydney. So yeah, thanks everyone for chiming in, and sorry if I missed a few comments. I'm hungry for brekkie, so cheers, boys, and we'll see you on the next.